What is going on, good people? What's going on? Hey, man, I almost hit the wrong button. Starting this live stream up, I almost hit the wrong button and ended all of it before it even got started. All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome to the Kickback here on the Elevated Lawnscapes channel. And this is what we do weekly. We try to make it weekly. Sometimes just life gets a little bit busy, but most of the time we here weekly. So we try to make it at between 9:30 is when you can tune in and catch us right here. Um, so typically we will start off with a little bit of weather talk. We'll talk about what's the weather going on, so y'all can drop it in the chat if you have any weather related questions or comments or anything like that. You can drop it over there in the chat, and then after weather talk we'll move into what applications we've made in the lawn, what are we noticing here in the lawn. And I tend to say we because a lot of times I've got a co-host with me, the we working team. Sometimes they'll pull up with me when life hasn't got too busy, but right now that's why you'll catch me saying we and us a lot of times, because typically the fellas are here. So we'll see if somebody pops in, pulls up, got time for us. But other than that, we will like to say after we get into those applications and what we're experiencing in the lawn, we'll kind of jump into a live Q&A. So if you've got questions, drop them over here in the chat. If it's pertaining to a topic that we're already talking about, we'll jump in and go ahead and knock that question out. But we try to get through all of the questions during the session while we're here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I see we got a couple of people already in here in the live stream. What's up, Super TA? What's up, M Branch? How you doing? But yeah, Marcus Marvel, new to the channel and long care, but love the content. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, we've got new people joining all the time. So definitely appreciate all the new subscribers. Tell people about it. Let them know about the channel. On Thursdays when we do our kickback, it is exactly what we say it is. It is a kickback. We keep it chill. We keep it laid back. But we deliver some quality information, give the chat and the community a opportunity to ask any of those questions that you may have pertaining to your specific situations. And then we'll give out some information of what we're seeing and some of the things that we're challenging, that are challenging us out in the lawn and in the field, or some things that we're getting prepared for. So this one right here is going to be pretty straightforward for tonight. So if you got those questions, go ahead and drop them in there. We should have plenty of time for the Dustin, the waterman, the iron cutter is looking on point, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. That's what I'm excited about right now, man. The way that iron cutter is looking right now. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that iron cutter a little bit more here later on. But man, it's got me excited. You can tell by the smile. It's got me giddy, and I'm ready to get the real mower back on it. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Um, so let's go ahead and start off with weather talk. Weather talk this week, it has been up and down. Like this week, we've been up and down with weather. We thought it was going to be doing one thing, thought it was going to get a little hot today. It actually stayed pretty cloudy and overcast today. Temps really didn't get up as high as what they were forecasting, which we'll take it. I did run a watering cycle today, and I ran another one on what's today? Thursday. So ran one on Monday. So watered on Monday and then watered again today. So right now, given the forecast we've got going, we've got like mid 80s, upper 80s that's going to be coming up. Not a lot of rain in sight. We may have rain on Monday, possibly, is what we're looking like. But overall, I think I've got enough water in the lawn right now because the humidity has been up. So with that humidity being up, not a whole lot of like beaming sun and like drying type conditions. I think the lawn is holding water pretty well right now. So I think I'm good for this week. I think I've got enough water in. Earlier in the week, I actually started to see some some hot spots or some drought stress spots that were, it wasn't hot spots because we really haven't had like the high temperature and heat like that. So, but we have been dry. And in that, I actually started to see a couple of areas in my back lawn where it used to be a tree. Those are the areas that have tended to struggle a little bit. And they're the first ones to start to show the signs of any type of stress. So I did actually start to see a little bit of drought stress in those areas, starting off really small. I saw it Wednesday. I saw it yesterday, which is good because it confirmed that I needed to run a watering cycle. The forecast was forecasting that we were about to get like a half an inch of rain today. We got a we got 11 drops. We got about 11 drops of rain earlier this morning is about all we got. And that was it. So I'm glad I went on and ran my watering cycle. So that went on and took care of that. It knocked out those dry spots. Everything's back looking good. So those are right now in these type of conditions, paying attention to your lawn. When the weather's kind of up and down, you're waiting on some rain, and we're like right on the edge. Y'all know I don't water regularly. I don't water like heavily. So I like to keep my lawn because I got a decent amount of shade in the backyard. Um, I like to run my lawn a little on the drier side. So I don't just consistently keep putting down water. I typically wait for a couple of signs of, hey, it's time to water before I get out there and actually get a watering cycle in. Or if I'm looking into the future and I see we've already been dry and we're about to have a spike in high temperatures, I'll go ahead and get some water down before we get those high temperatures that are going to be coming to kind of prep the lawn, make sure I got some moisture in the soil, because being that I run it on the drier side and we start to get those high temperatures and the lawn starts to dry out a little bit with all the beaming sun, it's going to dry out really quickly, being that I run it a little close to about a quarter tank on the water. So with that, went on and got that watering cycle down. Everything was looking good this evening. I'll actually get a cut on it tomorrow. Get a cut on it, get it all cleaned up, and the lawn's just looking good. Like right now, we in the video, I did drop a video yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check that out. It's a topic on it is a long walkthrough all the way, showing you up close, personal, what I'm seeing, what the lawn's looking like. It was about 2 weeks ago, but the lawn is looking just as good right now as it did then. And I'm yeah, I'm happy with where the lawn is right now. We're still riding that what I like to call peak condition. We are in peak condition right now of where my lawn is, and I'm gonna continue to enjoy it and ride it out. Mowing is fun. Mowing is enjoyable. Like when I sat back out this evening, it was a nice little breeze blowing in the back. Sat out, had me a cold beverage, and just decompressed from the week and just enjoyed it. Little man was upstairs with grandma getting his bath, and I just took a minute just to sit back, catch a breath, and relax, decompress, and just looked at the lawn and the landscape, and I was like, we're in peak condition right now. Like we're in peak conditions. Like the mosquitoes were just starting to come out, like just starting to get into that phase of, yeah, we about to be full blown summer here in a little bit and fighting that. So with that, I was like, yep, it's about time for me to get a insecticide sprayed. Go ahead and take care and knock those insects and mosquitoes and stuff back, get that taken care of, and make sure that the lawn is still enjoyable back there in the back. Um, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm enjoying it. Let me know in the chat how your lawns are looking, anything that you're struggling with, any questions that you've got, any like challenges that you're seeing. Are you dealing with fungus yet? Are you dealing with drought stress? From that last video, I know I saw some people that are kind of in the Maryland area or nearby, and it was like, man, I've already thrown the towel in for the season. We're dry. Like overall, like we're dry. If you don't have irrigation, or some shade to help you out, uh, I've got some client lawns that they don't want to water. They don't, and they have like a lot of sun exposure, without any shade or anything like that. And like the lawns are just they're struggling. Looking at the roadways and like a lot of areas that you can tell are non-irrigated, they're struggling at this point. So we still do need some more rain. We got some decent rain about a week or two ago, but it just wasn't enough. And it was good for the time. It made everything get a slight bit of a recovery. And then we got some more high temps. And now like we're right back to we need some more we need some more water. Like we need some more rain. But other than that, is it's one of those things that you kind of start to get into one of the conversations that we're about to have. One of the topics that we're about to talk about is it worth it with the cool season lawns? Like when the conditions every season seem to get drier and hotter. They just seem to get drier and hotter every single season. Is the cool season lawns really worth it when if you've got like full sun, non-irrigated, like is it worth it? Like what is it really worth it? So like we'll get into that topic. That's one of the topics that we're going to talk about tonight, along with the iron cutter conversation. All right, so that covered weather talk. The next thing we're going to talk about is applications. Like what have we done this week? This week was not really a whole lot that went down because I put my fungicide down last week. When I put my fungicide last week down, 2 weeks ago, for the back lawn, I did not do the front yard. So I only did the back because I was short on time and I needed to make sure I got the back prep because we had an event back there for the baby sprinkle, and we had planned to have a kiddie pool and some slip and slide stuff back there. So excessive water, the lawn was going to go into the night wet for sure. Ground was going to be slightly saturated. So I wanted to make sure I got my fungicide and everything down ahead of all of that to get it into the plant. So I went on and got that fungicide down about a week or so ago, 2 weeks now. So ahead of that. So I needed to catch the front yard up. So that was the application that I made. Made an application of fungicide to the front yard. I got that taken care of, and just a tenth of a pound of fert liquid fert that I'm trying to use that went all the way around. Got that down. So right now, like what you're seeing on my back lawn right now and the front yard may be like a tenth of a pound ahead of the back. My back lawn before the application, actually yesterday is when I made it, last night. Before that application, my lawn was at 0.8 of a pound of N for the entire season thus far. 0.8 of a pound. So I put a tenth of a pound on it. So right now it's at 0.9 of a pound of nitrogen that has been applied to the lawn this entire growing season. So those are the results that you're seeing with the Elm Street Elite, which are Mountain View seed cultivars. I don't really pound my lawn with nitrogen. I don't feed it heavy. This year, going back to what I saw when my lawn performed its best, and it's small doses of fert. My lawn I have really sandy soil. I've got low CEC, really sandy soil, and my lawn just performs better with small doses of fert. It like when I put down half a pound, 3/4 of a pound of N, like it really does. It's really, I feel like it's wasteful, with the amount of sandy soil that I have. I don't really see the value in it, and the performance isn't there. It's like I get a spike and then it gets this big drop off. It gets a drop off. Like I can see the lawn doing this up and down, like as you apply the fertilizer. But when I apply these small doses of fert like throughout the year, the lawn just stays consistent. Like it just stays consistent and it tends to perform better. The growth rate is more even and consistent, and it just overall performs better, which I previously used to do this a couple seasons ago, is how I like to feed my lawn. Um, Anywhere from a tenth of a pound to a quarter of a pound. A quarter of a pound would probably be like the most that I would put down on it. So that's what I'm doing this season. So typically about either every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, if I go down with the granular, if I put some of that Phoenix out, I'll give it 3 weeks before I go down with my next application. And when I'm going down with Phoenix, typically is when I hit that quarter pound. And outside of that, it's usually either a tenth of a pound of liquid. So going into getting ready to go into the summertime, you'll see me with those more frequent, smaller, typically uh, tenth of a pound that you'll see me going down with, and normally it's AMS, tenth of a pound of AMS sprayed out, or I'll drop that quarter pound Phoenix down there. So that's gonna be my feeding routine, and I just wanted to catch all up on the applications and like where the lawn is. Like I've got right now after the application yesterday, only 9/10 of a pound of N on the lawn. That is on the back lawn, and the front might be at a pound because I think it was a tenth when I did apply the Phoenix. I ended up with like a tenth of a pound more on the front than I did on the back. So right at a pound on the front, 9/10 of a pound, under a pound on the backyard. And these are the results that I'm getting. Like not a whole lot of not a whole lot of fert at all to be this deep into the season. And I'll continue, like I was saying, making those smaller applications throughout the summer. I keep my lawn fed throughout the summer. And as we talk about the iron cutter, where it's at, overall is right at a pound. So I think last night with that one probably put me at a pound and a tenth on the iron cutter. So not a whole lot of fert on the iron cutter either. It's right there close with it. But what I do expect to do, we were kind of talking about that a little bit last Thursday during our kickback, is I do plan to start increasing, giving that a little bit more food as it's growing, because it's hitting its stride right now. That iron cutter is hitting its stride for sure. So we're gonna make sure it stays fed. And as I start to get ready to prep for sand level scalping and sand leveling, I had planned to do that last weekend. Weather was looking a little iffy, so I held off on it. I was wanting to do it this weekend, but I think we're gonna take some time, spend some time with the family this weekend, and enjoy the fam. And to the fathers out there, happy early Father's Day. I plan to enjoy mine as best as I can. So we're gonna take a little bit of time for the family this weekend. So I'm gonna postpone doing the sand leveling this weekend. So I'm thinking I may take a day off of work one day next week, because I need to get that done. I need to go ahead and get that done. We don't have any heavy rain showers or thunderstorms or anything forecasted for next week. So I need to go ahead and get that done. And that way I can control the water on it and don't have a washout, because it may not look like it, but that area is on a pretty good slope. So if we get some heavy rain and stuff, like all of that's going to wash out. So I want to make sure that when I do it, I can control the water. I can get it grown back in pretty good before we get any heavy downpours or anything like that. So that's the plan. I'm probably hopefully I'll be able to get that done this week. I will be recording a video for it and kind of show you that process. And I hate to do it, man. I hate to do it. This is the same feeling I had when we scalped and leveled my pop's lawn last season, because it was looking, ooh boy, it was looking good when I got there. And I did not want to scalp it back like we did, but it came back. It was the right thing to do. And I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, oh, I don't want to scalp this iron cutter back, man. It is looking good. I can get it even better for, like, I got a good starting point right now, but it is the right thing. It is hard to do, but it is the right thing that I need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead, get it scalped back, probably scalp it back to probably close to a half inch. If I can get it any lower than a half inch without destroying any of my equipment, I'm probably get it down a half inch or lower, and go ahead and get it sand leveled, and try to get back up to like a 3/4 inch mowing height. So I want to get the real mower back on it. And at that point, I think 3/4 is going to work out. 3/4 is going to work out real good with it. So get it nice and tight, get it grown back in, and then get me a PGR on it. I'm gonna be ready to get a PGR on it so it doesn't get away from me, and then that way I can go ahead and keep that Hudson Star on there, and we can get that just nice and tight, about 3/4 of an inch is where I want to be. So height of cut right now is 1.25 inches. It's an inch and a quarter on the iron cutter. If you're looking at it and you're seeing the pictures, seeing everything that I'm posting about the iron cutter, it is at 1.25 inches rotary mode right now, which is why you'll kind of see some of the little swirl marks and like some of the high and low spots where it's not really level. But when I'm cutting with the real mower at that height of cut is not coming out the best, which is why I need to get that real mower back on it, and I also need to get this leveling done. It's hard to do, but it is the right thing to do. So as we're talking about iron cutter, I think I saw a couple of questions starting to come in. If you have, all right, so good question right here. Um, if I have common Bermuda that won't quick, is it a good sign that Bermuda might survive there too? That good Bermuda, I'm pretty sure like you're thinking like a good cultivar of Bermuda, even in the shade. It's Bermuda City back there. Um, it is a good sign of that. It is a very good sign that if there's enough sunlight and uh, enough sun exposure in those areas. But common is a little different because like you want it to grow in dense. Like so even if the common is growing in dense back in those areas that are in the shade, it is a real good sign that you probably can get a good cultivar of Bermuda grass to grow back there also. The only thing I would caution is that the density of it. How dense is that common that's back there? If it's growing in full and dense and everything like you would like your, as we're calling, good cultivar of Bermuda to grow in, then you'll probably be all right. It's getting a level of sun exposure that's acceptable. But also you got to caution with common. Common just grows like it it is literally a alpha weed. So you got to be careful with that. I got a full video coming up on just the iron cutter. I've already got it recorded. I've started editing it last night. I'm probably gonna cut this live stream short so I can go do some more of the editing on that video. I'm trying to get that video out as soon as I can. I would like to do a weekend drop on that video, just a full update on the iron cutter, because showing like in most of my pictures, you can see about 75% of my test plot is uh is full sun or mostly sun. Even if it's not full sun, it's mostly sun. And you got that 25% that's down on the end that's closest to the sidewalk. That area gets heavy shade. It gets a lot of shade. And you can clearly see the difference in the density of that air of that iron cutter that's in the shade versus that iron cutter that gets mostly sun or almost full sun. So there is a difference. Even though it's growing, it's there, it's present, it's established, it doesn't have the same performance and quality as the areas that gets mostly sun or either full sun. So that's one thing to consider with that. So it will grow, but is it going to be up like full and dense and perform and all of that? That's going to be the concern. It may be there, but it may be a little thin, a little wispy, and it may not be to your standard. So that's one thing to consider. I wouldn't call it dense, but it's doing way better than anything else. There you go. I hear you. I hear you. So yeah, I mean, it might be an option for you, especially if it's like just a small area. Say it's like on the edge or something. A small area, and it's not a large portion of your lawn where most of it gets plenty of sun, plenty of shade, and you can tolerate like those areas just being a little bit thinner, but like the rest of it is pristine and looking good, and you're happy with it, and your overall effort and input is reduced, and you're happy with it. It may be an option for you. One of the things that I'm interested in is after I scalp and sand level and I start cutting at a lower height of cut, how those thin areas or the shady areas perform. Like, how do they recover? Do they fill in denser, or do they come back build with a lower height of cut and a little more sand there? Do they fill in a little bit better? Does it look better? Does it grow in a little more dense than what it did before at a slightly higher height of cut? I'm just interested to see how that recovery and how it performs, or am I just left with a beach down down on that end because it doesn't really grow back in that well and really needs a higher height of cut. So we'll see. That's one of the things that I'm interested in, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So I'll bring y'all along with me and show you how it turns out. I have no concerns at all about 75% of the test plot because it gets plenty of sun. It gets enough. I can look at the way that it's performing, and I know it's going to be fine after I do the sand level and everything is going to be fine. But I'm interested to see, does the scalp and sand help those shady areas, or does it stay the same, or does it get any worse? So we'll see here in about a week and a half or so. I saw another question that came in. We're gonna see if we can go ahead and drop this one out. Doing it overseas, this one, have I used it? Is it a top dark variety, or would you recommend something else? So, Marcus, I think you said you were new to the channel. We had a we had a long discussion about the perennial ryegrass and the night shift dark 30 in a previous episode. So I'll keep this short and kind of give you. I have not seen it. I have not used it. I have my own seed blend, which is Elm Street Elite, which is Mountain View seed cultivars. You can see it's a mix of 90-10 blend of 90% tall fescue, 3 cultivars of tall fescue that are in there, and 3 cultivars of Kentucky bluegrass, which is the 10% that's in there. So that is what I use. You can see the 365 SS is right now. FIFA is now that NHL is finished with the Stanley Cup. Go Canes. That's what I'm talking about. Stanley Cup winners. And now the NBA playoffs is over with the Knicks winning that one. It's on to soccer or football, whichever you want to call it. And the FIFA pitches and the fields that they're out there playing on. 365 SS is in 5 of those stadiums that are playing in the U.S. So the same cultivars that they've chose to put onto those fields is what you can get as 3 of those cultivars that are in the Elm Street Elite Blend. So if they're good enough for the FIFA World Cups, they're top notch, which you can also see them on a lot of the NFL, a lot of athletic fields, especially NFL and baseball fields. Yankee Stadium is one of them. Nat Stadium is one of them. Washington Nats is one of them. Steelers, Browns, you can see them in those stadiums also. So I will say it is a dark cultivar. Yes, it is dark. But dark is not the only characteristic of what you're looking for in a lawn. Yes, it can be dark. Okay, what else? What about the disease resistance? What about the drought tolerance? What about the traffic wear and recovery and things like that? There's a lot of other factors than it just being dark. And from what I've seen, yes, it's dark. But if you look at the data results on the NTEP trials, it is not as strong overall as a overall cultivar as some of the other ones that are on the market. And I'll leave it at that. And I'm not going to bash any other seeds or anything like that. Mountain View Seed has a lot of good cultivars. Twin City Seeds has a lot of good cultivars that you can go with. Prime Fescue has got some good seed cultivars. So that's what I'll recommend. Where can you find my seed? You can go to any of my videos and there is all the purchasing information is down there. I don't have it readily available to be able to pop in here while we're doing the live right now. But you can go to any of my videos, go down into the description, and the purchasing information is right there. You can use it. You can get it from there. Yes, that seed is dark. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen it. A lot of people are using it. It looks good. What I have not heard about is how it performs after it's planted. I haven't heard a lot about I've heard a lot about that. And some of the people that have been showing it, I've been watching the quality throughout the season. So we'll see. We'll see. All I say is I haven't used it. I can't give in. I can talk about what I've seen with seeds that I have used. I've used the seed that Pete's put out. I know Mountain View Seed has. If you're looking for a perennial ryegrass that I have grown, they have Iconic. If you're looking for just a perennial ryegrass blend, I've grown Iconic, which is from Mountain View Seed. You can find that on unitedseeds.com. I'll drop that in here just so you got it. United Seed. So United Seeds has Iconic, which is a blend from Iconic perennial ryegrass blend, which is from Mountain View Seed. I've grown that one. You can go back on my channel and look at how that one looks and how it was grown in. I did not keep that one a full season to see how it performed through the summer and heat and all of that here in Maryland, because I really wanted to transition to the iron cutter that's there. So I didn't keep it a full season. But that is also the other cultivar that is in a lot of the World Cup stadiums that are using the 365 SS. It's a blend of 365 SS and iconic perennial ryegrass. So they actually also use a blend similar to iconic on the Rose Bowl. So history of having a good quality seed blend there as an option for you to go with that I have history and experience with. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Go ahead and see if we can tackle some of these other questions. I was not prepared to have to edge every 3 days. But it doesn't look very turf like. Tips on getting it tighter. More often? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I would say. And what's your height of Tanner, what's your height of cut currently? Like what height of cut are you currently mowing it at? What I've noticed as I've gotten it lower in height of cut, it is tightened up. Like right now, if you can look at mine, in a lot of the pictures and like the close up footage that a video that I posted, the short or the reel, it is it is tight. Like it is dense. It's tight, and I only expect it to get even tighter as I lower the height of cut. And I am mowing it every other day. Like I'm mowing it every other day. When you let it get a lot taller, and it kind of gets out of whatever your mowing height of cut is, maintenance cut, it tends to get wispy and loose. It's not as dense. It's not as tight because it tends to want to grow more upright at that point in time instead of it growing like together and tightening up. So uh, yeah, I would say mowing it more often and check your height of cut. You might have put it in here. What's your height of cut on that, Tanner? Oh, you're at a half inch. How much sunlight are you getting? Is it in an area that is getting is this yeah, is it getting enough sunlight? How much sunlight is it getting in those areas? So that's another thing to consider. Um but yeah, mine is mine is like a carpet. Like it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm happy with where it's at right now. Um, edge it like everything. That's not edging it. I'm wondering if it's running. Of course, that's running out like maybe off of your driveway or something like that. So we'll we'll see from a sunlight. That might be another thing. If I don't know if you how much sun, full sun on the boulevard strip. Okay, at a half inch, full sun. Yeah, I'm not experiencing that, but it doesn't look very turf like. Tips on getting it tighter. I just say keep mowing it. Keep mowing it. One of the things that I noticed when I did increase my mowing frequency is when it started the temperatures went up, it got warmer. And when it got warmer, like it changed. Like it really changed when the temperatures went up. It started getting more direct sunlight, and I started mowing it, and I gave it a good feeding. That's when I dropped that 3/4 of a pound of Phoenix on it, and it took off, and it tightened up. It got to the point of where we really want to have our turf at. So that's what I would up your mowing frequency. I'm not sure how often you're mowing it right now. But I'm mowing mine every other day at this point. And I could mow it every day. I was mowing it every day at one point, and then I switched to every other day for scheduling purposes. But Yeah, it's in a good spot. Hopefully those tips will help you out a little bit and get it on track. Um, all right, so stripes in the last video. Are you doing a double cut or so the stripes in the last video, I that was a week's worth of I cut that 3 times in those same patterns. So I had an event that I was preparing the lawn for, and I wanted those stripes to be very prominent, and I wanted the checkerboard in there to be very prominent by that Saturday. So uh, the Friday before, I cut it on the Thursday. I started on the Thursday. The Thursday before the event. Say the event is on the following Saturday. Thursday before, I cut it in the diagonal single pattern. The Monday, then I went till Monday, the week of the event. I cut the column north and south. So diagonal first, the north and south. And then on the Wednesday, week of the event, that Wednesday, I did a double cut, both direct of both patterns. And on the Friday before the event, I did a double cut, both of those patterns, using one pattern each. So I never really went over it. Was just building over time, like just burning those stripes in. So over the course of a week, I went over those patterns 3 times each. I went over those 3 times each over the course of a week. So in one cut, I only went over the pattern once. But yeah, one way to burn your stripes in or to get them more prominent is you can do a double cut and go back over them again. Like you go back over them again, it's gonna make them more defined. So you can do that. That's one way. We call it burning in the stripes. But if you go back, go over them, cut it one time, come back, cut the same pattern again, it just lays them in. Burn. We call it burning in those stripes. And using a stripe kit. So I use the Checkmate stripe kit. As we get further into the season, typically that was with that event, that was the last time that I'm gonna be burning in some stripes. At this point, I want as little foot traffic and stress on the lawn from mowing. At this point, I'm not really trying to make it pretty anymore. Like that was like I said, we were hitting like peak lawn condition. This is when the lawn was the healthiest. It could really tolerate that. Right now, it'll be a single cut from here on out. I will probably take my stripe kit off of it probably around the 4th of July because that's when we start to get a lot more moisture, start to get those evening thunderstorms, temperatures go up, humidity goes up, the lawn just becomes under a lot more stress after the 4th of July. And I probably won't put my stripe kit back on again, all weather dependent and how healthy the lawn is. And if it's healthy and temperatures aren't that bad, I'll keep the stripe kit on. But typically around the 4th of July is when I pull that off just to reduce some of the stress on the lawn because that lawn roller is heavy. And I'm cutting with the Time Master, so that's also heavy. So try to just reduce some of that stress and foot traffic on the lawn. So that's one of the things to think about as we get further into it. Yes, them stripes was looking good. And that was before I cut it. Like after I got done cutting it. Like y'all, I posted those pictures, but boy, yeah, it was looking good. It was looking good. I agree with you. Boom. Okay. Answered that one. Boom. Answered that one. Got all that one for somebody. PGR. Um. Oh. Okay. Tanner, you just put it. You just put it in this spring. Okay. Yeah. 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 Give it some time. I was thinking you had established I thought you had like an established area that had already been there. You had it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give it some time. Just keep cutting it, keep feeding it. It's still young. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still young. All right. Okay. All right. We on the same page because that was throwing me a little bit. I was like, huh, like if you've got established iron cutter, it should be doing pretty good in North Carolina. Well, I don't think you're in North Carolina. I feel like you said you've been tuning in for a while. I can't remember where you said you were. I think was it Tennessee, Virginia? I don't know. I think it was Tennessee or Virginia. Can't remember where you said you were at. But yeah, give it some time. You just put them in. They're still young. Like right now, my iron cutter is about to come up on a year. So it had its growing season last year. I don't really call it a full season. I call it the grow in season. It's had a full winter. Came out of winter. It's almost a year old. Like so, July, like mid July, second week of July. What did I do that 4th of July weekend? It's about to come up on a year here in a couple of weeks. Kentucky, Kentucky. Okay. Yeah, give it some time. Give it some time. Keep working with it. Keep it fed. Keep it mowed. Keep it watered. Keep it watered. Make sure it's out in that boulevard strip. Make sure you're keeping enough water to it because it's still young. It's still young, still establishing. So yeah, there you go. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Give it some time. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Um, boom. That makes sense. Yeah, Bermuda loves to be cut. Yeah, keep it cut. Chuck, I know you said PGR. I think we kind of hit where it's at. I think it's just young. It's just young right now. It's still getting established, getting developed. Uh, to me, I wouldn't put a PGR on it just yet, like because I'd want it to be growing to make sure I get it established first. And then so like this year, I didn't even put a PGR on mine at all last year. I'm ready to get a PGR on it this year and really get it going. So yeah, it'll change it. It'll make it tighten up too. You get that PGR on it with some mowing. Yeah, keeping it fed and watered. Yeah, yeah. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. All right. So we kind of talked through iron cutter. Any y'all got any more questions on iron cutter as we talking about it? Um, one of the things that I wanted to say about iron cutter was we're getting to the point in the season which we call it the fourth quarter of cool season lawn care, June, July, and August, and it's tough. Like it is just tough. It seems like you can't get enough water on it, or you got too much water on it. You're getting the evening thunderstorms. You're fighting disease pressure. You've got long periods of drought. You're either not irrigated. It's just a challenge, right? It's just an overall challenge. And I wanted to be able to, excuse me, one of the reasons for me putting in the iron cutter was to see how it would perform under these type of conditions in this northern transition zone area. And is this another feasible option for us in this area? And right now I'm saying yes. Like I am, and then the iron cutter came from here. It came from a side farm here in Maryland. So I know it will grow. It is iron cutter is growing at the National Monument. Iron cutter is growing in Central Park right now. Like so it can grow even further north than here. The main thing is just making sure you've got enough sunlight. Like it is making sure you've got enough sunlight for it. I feel like that is the one hindrance is you've just Bermuda just it needs to have the more sunlight that you can give it, the better it tends to perform and the better it will perform. So when it gets challenging, like right now, Like my cool season lawn, it looks great right now. It looks good. But I'm also making sure I'm staying up on top of things. I'm making sure I'm getting my fungicides down. How many fungicides have I applied to my iron cutter? Zero. So I am watering my iron cutter less than what I am watering all the rest of my cool season lawn. Another thing, less water, zero fungicides thus far. So I'm not planning to put a fungicide on it unless I have a issue that breaks out. And then I'll go ahead and address it and I'll apply a fungicide. But right now, as far as preventative, I'm not applying a fungicide. I'm gonna see what we're gonna ride it out and see what happens, see how it performs, right? So, and we haven't applied, and I've seen this already because we haven't applied any fungicides or anything to my pop's lawn, which is 20,000 square feet of iron cutter. Haven't had any disease issue when it was either watered properly or not watered. Um, my pops did some overwatering on it and caused some issues with it. He got a little excited with the irrigation and the watering system that we had set up with for him last year, and he was watering way too much. We got him some big boy sprinklers with some big boy nozzles on it, and it was pumping water, and he was putting a lot more water out there than what we needed to, and caused some issues. Um, so with that, this is one of those times where you start to consider, like, is it worth having a cool season lawn, or should you consider a warm season lawn, a warm season grass type that you can actually enjoy it and it be green during this period of time where you want to be out in the lawn, you want to be enjoying it, like you want to have like foot traffic out in the lawn, you want to have the kids running around having a good time, you want to have their slip and slides and all of that out on the lawn, and not have to be out there babying your lawn just to try to keep it green, right? And if you don't, it just suffers, right? So this is one of the, and I'm not saying that a warm season grass type is the solution and is the answer for everybody, because it's not. And I'm not saying that iron cutter is the right solution for everybody, because it's not. If you've got shady areas, you heard us talking about it earlier, those shady areas can be challenging for iron cutter and any other Bermuda. Maybe you should look into like a zoysia or something like that if you've got those areas on the edge. I know Pete, yeah, he was talking about it on his channel as he's getting established on his new property, that around his edges where there's trees and shade and things like that, that's going to be zoysia, and he's going to have his Bermuda out in like the main full sun areas. So you got to consider like those type of things, your conditions, your sun exposure. But the way the summers and the climate and things has been going here lately, it has just year over year, season after season, it just seems to get hotter and drier every single year. Like the drought, we typically don't get this dry until later in the season. But right now, we've been dry since April. Like, like it was like we never really got spring showers, spring rains, or anything like that. It's like we're in, as soon as the temperatures start going up, we've already got lawns that are struggling. Like lawns are already going into summer dormancy already. Like typically we're not there yet at this point in time, especially in this area, but it's been so dry this year, and every year is gonna vary. You can't base your decision off of just this one season. But over the past 6 or 7 seasons that I've been doing this and paying attention to it, it just seems that it gets hotter and drier every single summer. And if I had less shade than what I have in my lawn right now. Like just the way my lawn is set up, we've got a lot of huge mature trees. I'm not gonna cut all of those down. I'm not gonna cut those down. They provide us some really good shade and stuff during the afternoons and evenings that we can get out and actually enjoy it during the summertime. It keeps things pretty cool and stuff back there. And some of the trees that are in the front are not my ability for me to be able to cut them down, like, because the city maintains them. So at that point, like, you either got to be comfortable with letting your cool season lawns go, or comfortable with the inputs that you're going to have to put into it to keep it at a certain level if you want that high quality lawn all the way through. So this is just something for you to consider, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do that test plot, so I can do exactly this. I can show and tell, right? I can show you this is what's happening in my cool season lawn, and this is what's happening in my warm season portion of the lawn. These are the struggles. These are, well, let's put them up against each other. Like, here's what I'm doing to each of them. Like right now, they're like, we're at an intersection right now where both of them are looking good. Like both of them are looking good right now. And it might just turn out to be that I keep both of them looking good. But I can tell you one of them's going to take more effort than the other to keep them looking good through the summer. And right now, I'm already doing less inputs to the iron cutter than what I am my cool season lawn. Am I mowing it more? Yes. But the mowing part is the enjoyable part. Like, am I mowing more? Yes. But am I putting more inputs into it as far as water and fungicides and all of that? No, I'm putting less of that into it. So that can mean a reduced cost that's going to be going into it. So again, not saying that it is the solution for everybody. Not saying that iron cutter is a solution. I mean, because Tahoma 31 is another great cultivar that's out there. You can look into those, but I love that iron cutter. I've seen Tahoma before. Haven't grown Tahoma before, but I've seen it. I'm liking that iron cutter. So if y'all don't have any other questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. We're going to get ready to get out of here shortly. Had you for an hour. If you got any other questions, go ahead and drop them in here. I do see a couple that I'm going to go ahead and get after. And then if we don't have any more questions, we're going to get ready to slide out of here, and I'm going to go back to editing this video, and hopefully I can drop it for y'all to watch here in the next couple of days. How do you kill a fine fescue in a KBG lawn? Doesn't matter. Yep, I got some of it in my front yard, and I think somebody answered it. It's gonna be nuking it. It's gonna be putting some holy water or some glide on it. But there's something else that you can do for fine fescue. Fine fescue does not like, it is another herbicide. I'm not sure that it would kill it. It may ding it up, but I'm not sure if it would fully eliminate it. And I can't remember which one it is that would be fine for your KBG. Your KBG would be fine, but that fine fescue does not like one of the herbicides, that the active ingredients in one of the herbicides, and I cannot remember what it is right off the top of my head. I don't know why meso is coming up, but I don't think that's it. Let me think about it. Have you tried tenacity with clincorac? See, meso was coming, like it was right there. I was like, why do I feel like it's meso trying? Like I felt like meso was it. Like it was one of them, like, it does, fine fescue does not do well with meso. So yeah, if you've got other, quinclorac will be fine. with for your KBG. Fine fescue, quinclorac on fine fescue. I'm not sure if that one would ding it up. But Miso was it. Like I said, that was the one that I was thinking about. So um, that may be an option for you to give it a try. Both of those will be fine for your KBG. Like both of those herbicides will be fine for your KBG. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. Boom boom. Y'all was talking about where to locate some iron cutter. Feels good to have an area that's carefree and growing like crazy in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking. That's the benefit. It does. It feels really good. It feels really good. And I look at it every time I come out and get in the truck to go to work, and I just look at that iron cutter and I'm like, man, it looks good. Like it, man, it looks good. And all I'm doing is mowing and feeding it. And like my son, he loves to go out. Dad, can we mow today? Yeah, we can go mow today. We can mow it every day if you want to, son. Yes, we can go mow today. Okay, daddy, let's go mow. And it's healthy and it's good for it. Like so, we've been any day that he wants to go out. Dad, can we mow? Dad, can we go mow? Dad, I want to mow the iron cutter. Dad, the Bermuda grass. Like so, hey, we training them up right over here. So yeah, he enjoys being able to go out and mow. He'll get he's got his little push mower beside me. As I'm mowing, he's pushing beside me, and sometimes he wants to push the mower with me. So yes, it is a good feeling to have a area that's growing, healthy, enjoyable, looks good, and it's gonna get even better. Like it's gonna look even better. Like as I remember when my sprigs grew in last year, it looked good. It don't get me wrong, it looked good last year, but it looks even better this year. Like it looks like it really should this year. And when I get some sand on it and get the real mower back on it, I just feel like it's gonna get even better. Like it is I'm excited about this one. I'm excited to be able to manage it the way that I want to. Yeah. In Branch, I like seeing a green lawn in April. Warm season, grass is still crunchy, right? It depends on where you're located. Depends on where you're located. In Branch, I think you're farther north. Are you farther north or are you in VA? I think you might be in VA. In Branch, maybe I think you're in VA. Um, so if you are in VA, April it wouldn't be crunchy because April it's gonna be waking up. It's not gonna be full blown growing in April and thriving and green like our cool season grasses are. But that's one of the give and takes, right? That's one of the give and takes. When do you want your lawn to really be usable and really be on and popping? Like honestly, like April, I'm just rolling out of the bed from the winter, like trying to like I ain't really trying to I ain't really trying to get going a whole lot. I would be fine, and if I really did want it to be, which I will eventually show, you can just do a fall overseeding. Do a fall overseed on your cool season grass, and you can then have actually year round green. Like drop some ryegrass on an overseed, which eventually I'll do that. You've got year round green. Like you don't have to fool with it. It's green in the fall. It's lush green in the fall. It's lush green in the spring. Eliminate the ryegrass out of there. When the Bermuda grass comes in about a month and a half or so, maybe you're down. Maybe you're down during that transition period. Maybe you're down for a month or so. When maybe a month and a half, 2 months tops. I don't even think it'll be 2 months, but as that Bermuda grass is waking up, then through the summer, you've got Bermuda grass there. it's the best of both worlds. Like it, as long as you have the sunlight requirement for it, I just feel like that's that's the way to go. Like I really do, because you have a grass type in place that performs, that will be up and performing its best in those in the conditions that it performs best in. Right, you'll have an overseed of cool season grass during the cool season time of the year. You'll have a established warm season grass for the warm season times of the year. That's it. Or you can just paint it during the winter, and it's green the whole time. You just paint it. Another option. All right. So something to consider. Come to consider there. It's too hot in Ohio to be to be rolling on the grass. Yeah, yeah, I got you. Um, have you been talked into getting that dog yet, Howie? I'm not getting a dog. We are not getting a dog. We are not getting a dog. Like it is that conversation has come up. Someone like it has been talked about. Like it hasn't really even been a conversation. It's just been, hey, like a dog, hey, a dog. No, we are not getting a dog. We are not getting a dog. For one, we're about to have two kids. We are not getting a dog. Like another responsibility that's like having three kids. Nah, nah. We are not getting a dog. So my lawn will continue to stay the way that it is, and any of the spots that we have, it will not be from dog pee spots, because we are not getting a dog. Not in this resident. Like if we end up with like some acreage or something like that, then we can get a dog, because we can have areas of, hey, designate them a whole little pen area for them, a whole little pen area for them to be able to have, to be able to go to the bathroom. What I would really love for them to do is just spread out, like just run, like just use the bathroom like in various areas. Um, but yeah, we are not getting a dog in this residence. Like that is not happening. So that is that. Oh, little man wants a dog. He would love to have a dog. Like as every dog that we see, can I pet the doggy? Can I pet the doggy? Yes, you can go pet him, because this is gonna be your doggy interaction. Like we are, we are not giving a dog, getting a dog. Congrats, you're having twins. No, we are not having twins. We have another baby boy on the way, due July 25th. I've already got one, so we're about to have two kids when the second is born. So we'll be two boys, two boys. So looking forward to that. Time is getting closer. So yeah, I filled out my paternity leave paperwork this week at work. Kind of starting to figure out what my transition plan and stuff is gonna be for people to cover some of my responsibilities at work, because I am going to take all of my paternity leave to bond and help wifey and spend time with the new little one. And I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It should be good. We'll be back to changing diapers and waking up all through the night and sleepless nights and all of that. I hope he's a better sleeper than Camden. Camden didn't really like to sleep too much. He seemed like he was a lot like his daddy. Didn't really like to sleep a whole lot. But hopefully this one just was a good sleeper. Hopefully this one's a good sleeper. But all we praying for is a healthy baby boy, and we can figure out all the rest. All the rest of the stuff will fall into place. Just praying for a healthy delivery for both mom and baby, and we'll be good after that. All the rest of the stuff in life you can figure it out. It's either material things that you can figure out, or the time and everything else, you can figure all of it out. So life will be different. Life is going to be different. But all with all it is, man, we can figure all that stuff out. Good thing is I can function off of minimal sleep. It eventually wears on you, but we'll get through that phase. I can run a good stretch on minimal sleep. Oh, congrats, or either it sounds like you're expecting up all night changing diapers. So seems like you already know it's on the way. So congrats to you if you're on the way on that. Hey man, we'll both be up. We'll both be up changing those diapers. Changing those diapers and warming bottles. Changing diapers and warming bottles. Um, so even or like just handing them off to off to mama. Um, so yeah, we'll both be there. All right, good people. I think we made it through all the questions, and that's gonna be it for us. Like so, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to get out of here. I'm gonna go work on this. Give me something to eat, and then I'm gonna go work on this video for a little bit, and we will catch y'all again. Yep, should be here next week. I don't think I have any travel or anything planned, so we'll get ready to come back and join y'all again next week. Let me know. Let me know if y'all have any other questions throughout the week, or just wait and bring them until we kick back again next Thursday. All right, y'all. As we always say, just know we work.